Hey, beautiful day. I'm gonna try not to shout because it's very early. It's been a while since I get up and work out early like this. I'm actually running a little bit behind, but it's okay. Everything's okay. So today is day 16, I think, and it's core and mobility. So I'm just gonna go ahead and get started. Take my sockies off. I always love wearing socks. I love being that cozy feeling all the time, no matter what. So I'm just gonna do a quick warm up. Nothing crazy. You take your time and, you know, pause and warm up, but I feel like we're just doing some core. It's not gonna be, you know, crazy stuff, but still, it's good to kind of get a little stretch in, a little movement. All right, my favorite. Stand here, a little stretchy stretch. All right, I'm gonna go ahead and press play and get started. The first move is bird dogs. Oops, hold on. Gotta keep it low. All right, bird dog. Come down to the mat and just do that alternating. I'm gonna try to go nice and slow. Really try to stay balanced and really try to bring it up to the same height, which I can't see if I'm doing. All right, we're resting here. Rest is only 20 seconds, so if you want to keep going straight into the next thing, you can. Next one. All right, gonna lay and then sit up. So you could bring your feet to the mat, or we can try to keep the feet lifted too. Next one. Okay, next one is the one where we're crunching, we're staying up but coming side to side to touch the ankles or the heels. Double leg lifts. I wanted to mention this mat. I love this mat so much. Okay, double leg lifts. Okay, so we're lifting both legs. He's bringing his legs all the way down. Using my palms to help me out. My hair is in the way. Okay. Rest. Oh, back to bird dog. Okay. Telling you, I'm feeling a little sluggish because it's been a while that I just get up and try to work out right away without like settling in. But it's okay. Right, let's try to bring this to the same height. I wish I had a lot of mirrors everywhere so I can see. But yeah, this mat, I'm not sure if it's life for me. I gotta look up the name again, but I love it so much. I feel like I have such great grip. I love doing workouts on this mat, especially yoga. See, when I do this, I know I could come straight up and pull myself. When I do this, I know it's more of a balancing. And I don't let my feet touch the floor. I also feel like a lot of these moves, you want to learn or practice not to rush through. Especially like those balance ones. You really want to feel your balance and practice your balance. All right, heel touches. So here, I try not to strain my neck. Just trying to lift my upper back, right back off the floor so that it can come from side to side. I feel like I don't want that to be heard in the video. Okay, double leg lifts. Come back down here, do my best lifting these legs up. I feel like I need to practice more on this one. I feel like when I first had my daughter and I got like into exercise again, I used to do a lot of core work. That was like one of the exercises that I would do every day. All right, back to bird dog. So again, really trying to bring the arm and the opposite leg in the same height, which I don't think that I am. That's why I'm trying to slow it down and really feel, since I can't see. Okay, shin huggers. I'm gonna bring my feet to the mat. All right. My pants feel so tight. I really need to explore different pants options. I need some good ones that are, you know, keep everything together, but also not squeezing my stomach. And that don't fall. That don't fall when you're jumping and stuff. All right, so again, try not to strain the neck. Going from side to side. So staying up. And coming from side to side. Oh. Leg lifts, I think, is next. Yep. All right, get my palms in the mat here. Any day now. All right. Ideally, I would like to do these without any momentum. Just lifting up. But this is where I am right now. And I'm happy I could do this. Okay, we're going to my favorite. Ugh. Alright. Pants are feeling tight right now. Okay, we're going into my favorite, the halos. That's why this is good. I had to put a little ponytail. And here we go. I don't want to miss a second of this move. Just be careful where not knocking the glasses off my face. My hair, well, I'm trying to stay out of its way, but also want to keep good form. So, no, it's already finished. Love this one. It feels so good. I feel like it's a stretch. All right, plank pull throughs. Last time, I forgot which one. Let's start with this one. Hurry up, let's get down here. All right. I'm gonna drop this and make a big noise and disturb people downstairs. So again, the balance here. Russian twist. All right, twisting it. Am I using the same weight? I think so, if I remember correctly. Yes, okay. Just feeling 4, 4, 4. All right, gently, focus. Am I laying down too much there? All right. Oh, I forgot that this one is with the kettlebell. I did it with the weight. So let's try with the kettlebell. The halos, my favorite. All right, starting to get a little sweaty. Oh, I noticed they're giving a longer rest in between here. So I'm just gonna walk back and forth and stay active. My mind started drifting, wondering, okay, how am I gonna do my sunrise salute? How am I gonna do I was doing 12 salutations. I want to continue that today. Okay, let's get back to these guys, girls, halos. But I need to be here in the present, and everything will unfold as it unfolds. My goal for my salutations is to get 12 in today. So if I don't get to do it in the morning, then my plan is to fit them in the afternoon, right? The important part is that I get them done. That's what's important to me. I will get in at least one before I leave home. A little gratitude practice. Back to the Russian twist. And that is the thing, the balance that I'm practicing, is having a certain amount of expectation, but not an overwhelming amount of expectation, where it leads to thoughts that don't serve me. You know how sometimes you plan to do so much and then you end up getting nothing done instead because you're too busy planning and worrying about how everything's going to be, whether you're doing enough, too much. So really finding, that's weird. How come I think I noticed this last time. The last break was like 45 seconds and then now it's back to 15. Weird. All right, back to my favorites. But yeah, having a balance of expectations. Not too much, just the right amount. Gotta find that sweet spot where you're getting things done, where you are productive, where you're feeling productive, because I think that feeling is really important also. That feeling. A lot of times we can say and do and practice, but we're feeling the opposite thing. So everything should be all tied in together to match that vibe. All right, stay balanced here. Try not to lean over too much. Picking it up, placing it down lightly. Okay. Ooh, back to that twist. All right, kettlebell Russian twist, or whatever you have, or no kettlebell, no weight. You can do these with our feet on the floor. Trying to have my back not rounded. I'm trying. Always find that one side is easier than the other. All right, where we're going. Whew, okay, so now we're heading to planks. Again, I think I did these last week thinking, oh, I want to get back to doing planks. I do. So we're going to our side plank, stacking the feet. We can have our bottom knee on the mat if we want. We can have our top foot on the mat, bending the knee. And then we're gonna roll right over to the elbow plank the best that we can. Pushing away from the floor with our forearms. And turning right over to the left. Reaching through. Trying to be nice and balanced. You can also stagger the feet. Instead of having them stacked up. And we're resting. And I'm sweating. Alright. Who told me not to put my contacts on right now? I don't know. Alright. Now we're coming into this nice, yummy stretch. Twisting. You can hold that, experiment with that, bring your arm behind, or just maybe do a few reps. Rock front and back. Oh, we're doing this thing. Okay, kicking it through. The only thing with this mat and doing this move is that because there's so much like grip on this that it's a little difficult to, okay, we're doing the twist on this side. It's a little difficult to turn smoothly. It's the only con that I have with this mat. When you're doing those kind of moves, because it's just so grippy. But I love it when we have to hold poses. Resting. When we have to hold poses though, it's just, I love it. Because I don't feel like I'm slipping with my hands or my feet. All right, downward dog. Pedaling the feet. With the downward dog, I like to make sure that I am where I'm supposed to be. So I like to come into plank first and then push up from there. So you see this grip, it's like amazing. All right, what are we doing? All right, let's bring the knee. Come into this nice stretch. This is another stretch that I always thought I had to have my shin across the mat, the top of the mat, which at one point I was good at. But sometimes it's not that easy to come into that. but I think as long as your hips are even, it's okay. You don't have to have your shin aligned with the top of the mat. So I'm just gonna bring my knee to in between and make sure, try to have my back leg turn inward, where if I do this and let go, I'm still upright, and try to have my hips, how do we say, just like even, facing the same way. And I can feel that stretch here. All right, what are we doing? Let's see what this is. All right, so we're going this way now. I want to stay with the grippy. So I'm gonna bring that foot facing top of the mat. I'm facing the side of the mat. Kind of helping myself open up. Another thing that I love about this mat is the lines, which I'm not using so much right now for alignment, but for some moves it does help me see my alignment. So, all right, come facing back this way, straighten this leg. We can stay up here and fold forward. If you have some blocks, I meant to bring my stuff out because forgot, but the blocks are useful here for the stretch. And if you wanted to sit back on the heel and feel that stretch in the back of the leg, this is the part where you're stretching to what feels good to you. So yeah, the lines here on this mat, it helps you with some of your poses, some of your moves. Like right now, I'm making sure that my foot is with the line. So I know my foot is not turned out. All right, stretch this side. Again, if you have some blocks, you can lift yourself up a little higher and fold forward. Or you could just use your fingertips. Maybe you can fold all the way down. Or sit back on the heel. And as you exhale, try to stretch a little more. Okay, this is the one where they use the strap thing. Let's see, do I have it handy? This is my strap here. Of course, I wanted to not make noise, and I made noise. Oh, this is not even the one. Okay, but that one's coming up, I think, isn't it? Yes, I think it's coming up. This one is just pointing and flexing the feet. And pushing my shoulders back. Still a little bit sore, working on it. It's getting better, because before, even when I did this, it was hurting. Okay, this is the one. So we're gonna stretch the left here. See, am I doing this right? And just like, it does feel really good. Back nice and straight. Let's go to the other side. Trying to have it on the far top, close to the toes without it coming off. See? It's coming off. Oh my gosh, but you know what? Even if you don't have the strap, you can still feel this, but the strap is helpful for those days that you cannot come so forward to touch your toes. But yeah, you can definitely do it without the strap if you can reach for your toes. Some days are harder than others. We have to keep that in mind. All right, we're going downward to upward. So again, seeing where I am here. I'm coming into my downward, rolling into my upward. And just switching back and forth. Noticing where you feel, what you feel, what can make it better right now. And just like that, this has come to an end. We have 1 more minute. It's amazing how quickly the time passes. Whew. And then from here, you can come into your child's pose. Open up the knees. Bring the hands forward. Put the forehead down on the mat, or on a cushion, or on a block, or maybe rest it on your hands. Maybe you come from one side to the other to feel a little bit more stretch in the side body. So do whatever feels good in your body. Maybe you come more into the frog one where your feet are, the inside of your feet are on the floor. Maybe you come into that one. Maybe you come more into a closed child's pose where your legs are together and you're coming down. Maybe you come more into the heart melting or the puppy pose where your hips stay up and you stretch your arms out. You can come to your fingertips. You can put your chin on the mat. So many different options where you can explore your stretching. And right now but it takes a little more time. I could use a little more time right now to get my stretches in. But that's it for this day 15. I have to go. Peace, love, and light, and see you tomorrow.